Hi and welcome to Real Songwriters TV. My name is Jena Marino, coming to you from Wick Studios here in Brunswick. Today we have another great act joining us with singer-songwriter Connor Ross. Joining us here on Real Songwriters TV, we have singer-songwriter Connor Ross. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So you're not originally from Melbourne, are you?
No, I'm originally from the far south coast of New South Wales. Yeah.
And do you like Melbourne better?
Better, maybe not, but it's certainly pretty good. Yeah, I do like Melbourne. Yeah.
And how long have you been in Melbourne for?
Only since late February, so not even a year yet. Yeah.
And may I ask why you moved to Melbourne?
Mainly for uni, so I'm studying at RMIT. But also I just feel that if you want to be doing music in Australia, the best place to start is Melbourne, because there's so much of it here. Yeah.
Well, it is the music capital of Australia. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's just like not only so many good musicians, but so many good organisations and bodies who advocate for music and musicians, which other parts of Australia just don't have yet. Yeah, it's good.
So how would you describe yourself as a musician?
I generally say sort of alternative folk singer-songwriter with blues and jazz influences.
Blues and jazz influence?
Yeah, I really respect blues and jazz musicians. You know, I always say, or I know other people say that, you know, if you can play jazz, you can play anything. And I think that's true. Because I respect blues and jazz so much, I try to steal different things from it and sort of incorporate it as much as I can, yeah.
So who are your major influences in your music?
A lot of guys that my folks played when I was growing up. People like Nick Drake, Tex Perkins, Nick Cave, Tom Waits, jazz musicians like Miles Davis, James Morrison, and then a few contemporaries, you know, the Cat Empire, Hayes Cody, even Alt J, who I sort of, you know, and I listen to them and I sort of try to, you know, maybe steal a few ideas from them as much as I can. Yeah.
And when you're writing your music, is it a long process? Is it a quick process?
It's fairly case by case. So, you know, sometimes a song will just come together really quickly and you won't have to sort of think about it too much. Other times you work on it for a long time, over a couple of days. But probably most of the time I find it's the former of those, the ones that come together really quickly, that are the ones that stick and the ones that I keep playing. And the ones that I have to work on for longer, there's generally a reason why they sort of aren't flowing, and I, you know, might cut them out. Yeah.
You just keep slaving away.
Yeah, and it's sort of
thinking if it's going to work.
and it's sort of it doesn't, and it shouldn't necessarily have to be that difficult process.
Yeah, that's right.
There. Yeah.
So you have supported some Aussie artists, regionally and interstate. So what major lessons have you learnt just from doing those gigs?
Even if you seem like a pretty big artist, you can still have some pretty rubbish gigs.
That's right.
Depending on where you're playing. But you've got to sort of push through those. And even if it's a tiny gig with 3 very drunk people heckling you the whole time, you never know. You never know who might be in the corner of the room, who could, you know, set you up with something, or who might love your work. One guy that I supported, Jack Carty, when I supported him, it was, you know, 6 people in a room, 3 of whom were very drunk and heckling him the whole time, which he, to his credit, handled very well. But he said, a gig is a gig and a pig is a pig. So, you know, there's no bad gigs, there's just not great ones.
And you've taken that on board, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Like everybody who plays music has done a rubbish gig, but if you remember that, I think it makes it better. Yeah.
Bit of a wise lesson for today. So you have an EP coming out.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. So I'm hoping to put it out in late February next year. It's something I've recorded and produced myself, which has been a big learning curve.
Wow, that's a big achievement.
Yeah, well,
That's really good.
it will be when it's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of hard work, but I've learned a lot while I'm doing it, and I've had help from a few good musos who are friends of mine, and it's coming together. It's almost finished. So.
And do you record it at home or at a studio?
Yeah, I set up a little home studio just with some gear of mine at my folks' place in New South Wales over the winter break. Did most of it there, a few other things at uni studios basically, and yeah, that's about it.
Where can we jump online to search your music?
The best place at the moment is probably YouTube. I've got a few live videos up there. I don't have much recorded music up until this EP comes out, but I've got a track on Bandcamp. So if you just look up YouTube, Bandcamp, Facebook, those sorts of ones, yeah, it's all there. Yeah.
And what will you be performing today?
I'm going to play a song called Feign Disbelief, and it's the opening track off the forthcoming EP.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know why it happens now and then. It happens to the very best of us. Well, I know why it's coming around the bend. It's almost here, my friend. And when it does, we will feign disbelief. And when it comes, we will feign disbelief. Yeah, I know why it happens now and then. It happens to the very best of us. Well, I know why it's coming round the bend. It's almost here, my friend. And when it does, we will feign disbelief. And when it comes, we will feign disbelief. And when it does, we will feign disbelief. And when it comes, we will feign disbelief.
Thank you for joining us on Real Songwriters TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well as follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. We hope you stay tuned.